Police investigating the fire at Grenfell Tower have revealed they believe there are reasonable grounds to suspect corporate manslaughter may have been committed by the local council, Kensington and Chelsea, and the organisation in charge of the tower, the Kensington and Chelsea Tenant Management Organisation. At least 80 people died in the fire that consumed the block of flats in West London last month. Our Home Affairs correspondent Tom Simons has more.
Below the still horrifying shadow of Grenfell Tower, the newly elected leader of Kensington and Chelsea Council was tonight meeting the survivors of the fire and those it has bereaved. But a council is now in an extraordinary position, the centre of a huge, active investigation into whether it was responsible for corporate manslaughter.
The community have been asking the police to, carry on their criminal investigation, and all I can say is, I'm pleased that they're doing that. I'm pleased that they're starting, and I will cooperate in any way I possibly can.
Unusually, Scotland Yard sent a letter today to those affected by the fire, an update. It said police had informed the council and the tower's landlords that there are reasonable grounds to suspect that each organisation may have committed the offence of corporate manslaughter. In effect, police believe there's enough suspicion for them to demand the crisis-hit council and its housing body provide senior figures to be questioned under caution.
Were you pressured by number 10 to resign?
Perhaps the council's long-time former leader, Nick Paget-Brown, who resigned last month. But corporate manslaughter can only be committed by a company or a body like a council, and not an individual. Legally, the police can't arrest anyone for the offence, despite the repeated demands of local people.
Let's see some action, because that's when we'll start, it speaks louder than words, and that will give a lot of people faith.
I want to hear more. I want to improve it more improvement, more updates. That's why I've been waiting for 7 weeks.
Alongside the council, police have named the Kensington and Chelsea Tenant Management Organisation, which managed the tower and its controversial refurbishment. Detectives are scrutinising millions of documents, including the plans for the refurbishment. The BBC reported last month money was saved by substituting a potentially less fire-resistant type of cladding. Grenfell Tower is still being treated as a crime scene. Forensics officers sifting through what remains. An investigation expected to last months. And police will want to have all of that evidence before carrying out any interviews. That is the way they work. But let's be clear tonight what Scotland Yard is saying. Scotland Yard is saying that there is enough suspicion to justify this full investigation. The police are not saying, for now, that there is enough evidence to justify a prosecution. And they are looking at a wide range of offences: breaches of health and safety, breaches of fire safety regulations and building regulations. There is, Fiona, a long way to go.
Tom Simons at New Scotland Yard, thank you. The Home Secretary has